Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from group 4. My name is Eria Prajayanti and my friends Bagus Fadila and Marfuatun Adawiyah. Today we will present about orientation. Okay, I will explain about the definition of orientation. So, orientation is the determination of the relative position of something or someone. This orientation gives rise of differences in meaning that are sometimes subtle and sometimes gross. They can also be utilized to say a lot in just a few words. The next material is about the word speaker or subject. In orientation, there is subject-oriented and speaker-oriented. In subject-oriented is a sentence that is centered on the subject or the person in the sentence. For example, you can see the example in our slide. The sentences seem to have the same meaning, but actually they are different in a significant way. The second sentence means that Mr. Pinkerton and the secretary love each other, but the first sentence says only that Pinkerton was attracted to the secretary, and it is namely a one-sided love. In speaker-oriented is a sentence that is centered on the speaker or the person who is speaking for the sentence. For example, you can see in our slide, the word hopefully can be paraphrased as I hope that. So, it means that the speaker of the first sentence must be a Tiger fan, and the speaker of the second sentence must be a Giant fan.
The next slide discusses about please and please. This notion of orientation is also useful to understand the nature of the word please. When we make a request, we ask someone for something or we ask someone to do something. For example, please wash the dishes. It's a request. A person with an excellent command of any language will be completely fluent in that language. For example, will you please wash the dishes? It's a strong command. A solicitation or an attempt to get another person to join you at a specific event. For example, please make yourself comfortable. It's an invitation. And the last is a confirmed request by one party to another to buy, sell, deliver, or receive goods or service under specific terms and conditions. For example, a cup of coffee please. It's an order.
Okay, the next material is benefit for the subject. Benefit for the subject can also be found in an informal way. Took life, have a walk, have nap, and have drink. What is the difference, for example, between drinking and to drink? Drinking may be more common as in the street. Other English speakers used to have she drank some water. Difference with she had a drink of water. Apart from there are some semantic difference in the second type. By having implied that the subject enjoys drinking water and drinking it makes him feel better. This is different from formal speaking. Next is other orientation. Other orientation, the notion of orientations toward the subject can be extended to objective pair, which comes from the verb. However, the shape of the system that is easy to remember is with a spread naturally to plain adjective. The example is placing, placed, and to place. The difference between this sort of pairs then is that the first is oriented to the object or even that causes the emotion, while the second is oriented to the experience of it. The proper forms can be easily remembered if they are seen as passive or progressive modification of the single pattern that English has for such verb or emotion. The subject is the stimulus and the object is the experience.
The last slide discusses about making requests. Making requests is how to express requests in English language. Although we can say that please adds a polite flavor to a sentence because its use implies that the speaker and the addressee are not too close. For example, open the door. The first is, would you open the door? The second is, open the door. Would you?
Okay, I think that's all for our presentation. Thank you.